Hi everyone, welcome to this academic skills presentation about adapting your skills to learn in person and online. The COVID-19 pandemic has changed many aspects of our lives, including how we work and the skills that employers value. These days, many employers indicate that soft skills like adaptability are becoming increasingly valuable, and that soft skills can sometimes outweigh weaknesses in a potential employee's technical knowledge because they can learn hard skills on the job. So even though transitioning back and forth from in-person to online learning can be challenging, it does give us an opportunity to strengthen our adaptability skills. Specifically, it helps us adjust to new educational environments and practice structuring our workdays differently so we can accomplish the tasks that we need to. Since structure and routines are beneficial to boost productivity, reduce stress, and support mental health, let's begin by discussing how you can manage your time. To create a system that works for you, consider the 3 P's of time management: plan, prioritize, and protect. To begin the planning process, analyze how long tasks take you. You might use estimates, or you could write down your main activities for a week and track in half-an-hour increments how you spend your time. This can be done manually, or there are free apps like Clockify, Toggle, or Track that you can use to accomplish this. Afterwards, consider what tasks take the most time and what activities waste your time. These time wasters could be anything from getting distracted by social media to binge watching Netflix. Once you have identified time wasters, consider some strategies you will use to address them. For example, if you are frequently checking social media, you could use a blocker app like Freedom to prevent you from accessing those sites for certain periods in a day so you can get some work done. Next, ask yourself a few questions to figure out your patterns of productivity, such as what time of day do you have the most energy? How long can you focus during one work session? Do you like to learn multiple subjects in one day, or do you want to focus on one subject? Then, create a time management plan using tools like calendars, planners, apps, etc. Consider thinking about time over the long term, for example, the 4-month semester, and on the short term, for example, on a weekly or daily basis. Please check out the numerous time management tools available on the Academic Skills website that you can use to make a schedule. Once you've planned out a schedule, consider using Stephen Covey's time management matrix, which is also referred to as Eisenhower's urgent important principle, to help prioritize the tasks in your schedule. Essentially, this matrix has 4 quadrants that help you determine whether you need to address a task right away or if it can wait. The first quadrant contains tasks and responsibilities that need immediate attention, like assignments with tight deadlines or crises. The second quadrant is for items that are important without requiring immediate action, like study sessions or reviewing notes. The third quadrant is reserved for tasks that are urgent without being important, like if someone asks you to do them a favor without a lot of notice. The fourth quadrant focuses on tasks and responsibilities that are unimportant and not urgent, like watching YouTube videos for hours. Overall, the goal of the time management matrix is to help you incorporate more Quadrant 2 activities and less Quadrant 1 tasks into your short-term schedule, which in turn helps reduce stress. The last component of successful time management is to make sure you find ways to protect your schedule. This might include strategies and tools to reduce or eliminate time wasters. It might also include focusing on one task at a time. Some research indicates that when our brain thinks about more than one task at a time, we become less efficient and make more mistakes. To help keep focused on one task at a time, remember to add in breaks into your schedule so that you can decompress from all your hard work. Although you may need to tweak your schedule depending on if you are learning online or in person, the fundamental components of time management remain the same. Remember to plan, prioritize, and protect your schedule. This will help you accomplish all the tasks you need to, and will hopefully help you find balance between your academics and personal life. Now let's move on to discuss how to take notes for an in-person or online lecture. Note-taking is important regardless of what type of course you are in, because this is how you can remember information and create study tools. Some students find note-taking challenging for in-person and synchronous videos because information is provided quickly. Other students find recorded videos challenging to follow because highly detailed information may be given. To help address both issues, consider using the following strategies before, during, and after lecture. Before lectures, familiarize yourself with the material. What is the title of the lecture? What are the readings or supplementary materials about? If you can preview slides, what do they focus on? What are those big ideas that they are talking about? Then during lecture, avoid multitasking. Focus on one task at a time, and if you feel like you have to do something else at the same time, consider a task that you can do almost subconsciously. For example, walking and listening to a podcast. In addition, try to write down information in your own words. This can take some practice, but it helps you become more concise and retain more information. After lecture, check your knowledge. One useful strategy for this is called the SPEW method, and it was created by Trent psychology professor Dr. Brenda Smith-Chant. Take a few minutes and use a timer if you like, and spew out everything you can remember from a key idea in the lecture. You can also try this if you have some key terms or concepts to learn. Do this without looking at your notes. When the time is up, compare your SPEW to your notes to indicate what you already know well and what you can spend some more time reviewing. Another strategy for after lecture is reviewing your notes and then writing a short 1 to 2 sentence summary about the main message of the lecture. One last academic skill I would like to discuss is studying. Many students taking both in-person and online courses wait to review materials, except for just before a test or exam, because there is a lot of work that builds up over the semester. However, research indicates that we remember more information over the long term if we space out study sessions over a longer period of time. For example, if you only have 8 hours to study in total, it is more effective to spread this out into weekly half-hour sessions over the semester than cramming for 8 hours right before the exam. Consequently, consider adding short study sessions for each of your courses into your schedule. It is also more effective if you use active study strategies to learn material during your study sessions. Active study strategies are more participatory than passively taking in information, and small changes can make a big difference. For example, if you usually read over PowerPoint slides, try instead to take one idea or concept from a slide and teach this to a friend, roommate, or family member. If you would like to learn more about active study strategies, note-taking tools, or you would like to develop an individualized time management plan with an academic skills instructor, please book an appointment to speak. Alternatively, you will find more information about these topics on our website and great tips on our social media.